Well, hiya, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Wanted to come to you today with a tag because it is Tag Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing the Tell Me the Truth tag. This was created by Shannon over at Shannon's channel, and I saw it on the Booklectics channel. And go check out both of those channels. Great channels. And yeah, I just thought this was a pretty easy tag to do, pretty good one. It's one of those get to know you tags, and I always like those. So let's get started. So the first question in the Tell Me the Truth tag is, do your friends, family, coworkers know about your BookTube channel? If so, do they watch? Yeah, most of them, not all of them, but most of them know about my BookTube channel at this point because I've been on here, it's been over 3 years, and, it comes up in people's video feeds every once in a while, and they're like, hey, I saw you, and, they'll tell me they saw me, and I don't know that all of my friends subscribe. I do have a couple of teachers that are subscribed that watch my videos, and I have several of my kids now that they're subscribed, and they watch my videos sporadically. It's probably not their first choice, but that's okay. They watch it, and I appreciate their support. So anyway, question number 2. When watching BookTube videos, do you ever speed them up to save time? I do not speed them up. If you're talking like watching on 1.5 speed or double time, I don't do that. I do that with my audiobooks. I'll listen to them at 1.5 or 1.75 speed, but I don't do that with my BookTube videos. Now, I will say that I like to watch book hauls just to see the different books people pick up. And if somebody picks up a book that is like just way out of my a book that I just really wouldn't care for, I will sometimes fast forward. How you can skip, I think it's 15 seconds ahead. I will do that every once in a while to speed through a video. But most of the time I watch the whole thing. I try to watch a whole thing. And if I don't get the whole thing watched, I come back later to watch it. So question number 3, do you watch videos from all the BookTubers you subscribe to? All of their videos or just some of their videos? I would be lying if I said I watch every single one of the BookTubers I subscribe to. At one point or another, I've watched one of their videos. Something sparked an interest, and I've watched their stuff. But there are very few people that I could say I even watch all of their videos. I don't have the time. I wish I could. If there were more hours in the day, I would. I think probably Peg over at the History Shelf, we're good friends. I probably watch every one of hers, but she only puts up 1 or 2 a week, and so it's a lot easier to keep up with. I watch a lot of Steve Donahue's, but he puts up 4 or 5 every single day, and I mean sometimes they're a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour long, and I love you, Steve, but man, I can't sit in front of my phone for that long. And I just don't have the time. If I was to try to do that, I'd never get any reading done. But I do watch, obviously like a lot of people, I watch videos that interest me, things that are going to spark an interest. I don't watch ones that don't. I mean, it's kind of like trying to read a book that you're not interested in. You know how people say, DNF the book, shut it and get rid of it. That's a little bit like watching a video that has no interest for you. I mean, why are you watching it? Move to the next one. I'm sure that person has some other videos that you could watch that you'd be interested in. So, I am not naive enough to think that everybody watches my videos. I get that. That's not everybody has the time to do that. So I'm okay with that. Question number 4. Do you subscribe to everyone who subscribes to you, or only channels you really want to see? I do not subscribe to everyone that subscribes to me, because one of the main reasons is because a lot of the people don't even make videos. They just watch. And that's okay. I appreciate that. But I don't subscribe to theirs because there's nothing to watch. There's no content. And so I subscribe to, every once in a while, if I get somebody that has put up a pretty thought-provoking comment, or they have a lot of knowledge in a certain area, I'll go and check out their channel to see if they've got content, and then I'll subscribe to them. But I don't subscribe to everybody who subscribes to me, mainly because of that, because a lot of them just don't have videos up. Let's see, number 5, do you watch or subscribe to BookTubers based more on content or personality? It's kind of a mix. I mean, obviously the content draws me first, because I just don't click on, I don't just go click on random videos, mainly because I just don't have the time to do that. So mainly mine's content, but I will say that sometimes because I'm a history guy, so I look for history videos, and maybe I run across somebody who had one history and then the rest of their stuff is maybe fiction, but they have a great personality. That'll keep me on their channel, and I'll listen to them. And a lot of times that's a big reason that my fiction reading has went up over the last few years, is because I found a lot of people online who they make videos over fiction stuff, and I've got drawn in by their personality. I like a good sense of humor. I like keeping it light. Yeah. So it's a combination, probably more leaning towards content. Number 6, do you listen to BookTube videos while doing other things, or do you sit and watch the video? Mine's, again, a combination. When I do the dishes every morning, when I do the dishes, I'm either listening to an audiobook or I'm listening to a BookTube video. Kind of just depends on where I'm at with the audiobook, or do I even feel like listening to a book. It might be a video. I also, like when I'm sitting in the parking lot at Walmart waiting on my wife, like yesterday, she had to run in and grab a couple things. I'll put a BookTube video on and I'll watch it and I'll catch up. A lot of times I catch up on videos with those little moments. But in the evening time when I lay down to go to sleep, if I don't feel like reading a book, I always have a book beside the bed, and sometimes I'll read, but sometimes I'm so tired I don't want to read. And so I'll put a video on and watch that, get caught up on a few things. So it's a combination. I do a little bit of both. All right, tag some BookTubers. That's number 7. One of the problems with this is I don't know who all has done this. So I'm going to leave this as an open tag. Feel free to do this if you haven't done it. I appreciate your time, BookTube. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope everyone participates in this one. This one's a pretty easy one. So till next time, happy reading. Or should I say, happy BookTubing.